Good morning. Today I'm doing my 9:16 challenge, and I'm just going through and I'm looking at the different verses in the Bible and what is brought up and what's shared in the chapter 9 and verse 16. It's one of those things that I do sometimes when I know I'm supposed to be diving into the word, but I'm just not sure where to go. And it's pretty enlightening. It's actually pretty cool. The things that he shows me and the things I learn. Well, today I landed in Judges in chapter 9. It's the parable of the trees, and I thought this was just really insightful and touched me today. It says, "The trees went forth to anoint a king over them, and they said to the olive tree, 'Reign over us.' But the olive tree said to them, 'Should I cease giving my oil, with which they honor God and men, and to go sway over trees?' Then the tree said to the fig tree, 'You come and reign over us.' But the fig tree said to them, 'Should I cease my sweetness and my good fruit, and go sway over the trees?' Then the tree said to the vine, 'You come and reign over us.' But the vine said to them, 'Shall I cease my new wine, which cheers both God and men, and go sway over the trees?' Then all the trees said to the bramble, 'You come and reign over us.' And the bramble said to the trees, 'If in truth you anoint me as king over you, then come and take shelter in my shade. But if not, let the fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon.'" I thought this was pretty cool, and it kind of touched base with me. When we are given opportunities to reign over or have a position of leadership, it's important that we know, is God asking us to do this, or is he not? Is this something that we're doing for our own personal fleshly desire and identity? Because if not, then we are walking away from the calling and the anointing that God has put on our lives and that he has created us for. And we may think it's not important, but we have a valid part, and our part is important to the whole. And if we're not doing our part, then in the case of the trees, you're not going to have the olive oil for the anointing. You're not going to have the sweetness of the figs. You're not going to have the different things that our anointings cover. My ponder point to you is, are you doing what you're anointed and called to do? Is what you're doing bringing you joy? Are you at peace? Are you experiencing and reaping the bountiful harvest from what you're doing? Or have you been led astray or forced into taking on position and responsibilities that aren't yours, that keep you tired or distracted or so busy that you don't have time to do what you're called to do and to fulfill your importance so that others can thrive and be who they're created to be, from reaping from your overflow of your bounty and your blessings? I'm Michelle Wint, and I'm very passionate about standing the gap from where you are to where you can and want to be. Be blessed.